Consider this. According to UNESCO, over 258 million children and adolescents around the world do not have the opportunity to enter or complete school. This is not a mere statistic. It's a global crisis that speaks to the heart of our shared humanity. The lack of access to education is a sprawling issue that transcends borders and cultures, affecting every corner of our globe. From the bustling cities of India to the rural plains of sub-Saharan Africa, the story is eerily similar. Countless children are left in the shadows, their potential untapped, their dreams unfulfilled. The reasons behind this are as complex as they are heartbreaking. Poverty is a prime culprit, a relentless cycle that hinders families from sending their children to school. The price of tuition, uniforms, textbooks, and even the hidden cost of a lost potential income can be insurmountable obstacles for families living on the brink. Then there's gender discrimination, a deeply rooted societal issue that disproportionately affects girls. In many parts of the world, girls are still seen as less deserving of education, their role confined to domestic chores and early marriages. Let's not forget the children who are caught in the crossfire of armed conflict, their education disrupted or completely halted by violence and displacement. Schools become battlegrounds, safe spaces turned into zones of terror. And of course, there are other socioeconomic factors at play. From inadequate infrastructure to lack of qualified teachers, these elements create a perfect storm that keeps millions of children out of school. This stark reality underlines the urgent need for reform and innovation in global education systems. The fight for education is a fight for the future, a fight that we must all join hands to win. For every child that is denied education, the world loses a potential doctor, a teacher, a scientist, an artist, a leader. It's a loss we simply cannot afford. So let's take a closer look at the state of education systems around the world and explore how we can turn this tragic narrative around. Now, imagine two classrooms, one in Finland, the other in South Korea. Both countries top the charts in global education rankings, but their approaches couldn't be more different. In Finland, education is seen as a journey, not a race. The system is student-centered, with a focus on nurturing each child's individual interests and abilities. Finnish schools have shorter school days, usually starting around 9 in the morning and ending by 2 in the afternoon. This leaves plenty of time for students to unwind, play, and explore their creative sides. Homework is minimal, as educators believe that learning happens best in a relaxed environment, not under the stress of heavy workloads. The Finnish approach places a high value on play and creativity, recognizing that these elements are crucial for developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills. On the other side of the globe, we have South Korea, whose education system is vastly different. In stark contrast to Finland's relaxed approach, South Korean students face a rigorous academic regime. The school day often begins early in the morning and extends into late evening, with students sometimes studying until midnight. The workload is heavy, with an immense emphasis on high-stakes testing. This system is built on the belief that hard work and discipline are the keys to success. The pressure to perform is intense, with the results of these critical examinations often determining the trajectory of a student's future. Yet, despite their stark differences, both Finland and South Korea enjoy high levels of academic achievement. Finnish students consistently score well on international assessments, even with their relaxed approach, while South Korean students, despite the high-pressure environment, also excel in global rankings. What does this tell us? It underlines the fact that there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach to education. Different cultures, values, and societal expectations shape different systems, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. So, as we explore the world of education, it's important to keep an open mind, recognizing that there is much to learn from these contrasting models. The success of both systems underscores that there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to education. Zooming in on the United States, we find an education system that is both admired and criticized. Let's talk about the strengths first. American education is known for its emphasis on critical thinking and creativity. From a young age, students are encouraged to question, analyze, and interpret information rather than just memorize facts. This approach fosters a learning environment where students are active participants, not just passive recipients of knowledge. Another strength of the American education system lies in its commitment to inclusivity. Schools are intended to be a melting pot of cultures, backgrounds, and abilities, reflecting the diverse society that is the United States. This diversity enriches the learning experience, allowing students to broaden their perspectives and promote empathy and understanding. But like any system, it's not without its challenges. The disparities in educational resources and outcomes are quite glaring. For instance, schools in wealthier areas tend to have better facilities, more experienced teachers, and smaller class sizes compared to schools in poorer areas. This discrepancy often results in a significant achievement gap, with children from low-income families less likely to succeed academically. The cost of higher education in the United States is another major hurdle. College tuition fees have been rising steadily over the years, making it increasingly difficult for many students to afford a college education. This has led to a growing student debt crisis, with millions of Americans burdened with loans they struggle to repay. Lastly, there's the ongoing debate over standardized testing. Critics argue that these tests put too much pressure on students and teachers and fail to accurately measure a student's overall ability or potential. They believe that education should be about nurturing a love for learning, not just teaching to the test. While the U.S. system has its merits, it also has room for significant improvement. As we move forward, it's crucial to address these challenges and build an education system that truly serves all students, regardless of their socioeconomic background. After all, education is the cornerstone of our society, and every child deserves the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive. As we look to the future, the landscape of education is set to transform dramatically. Imagine a classroom without borders, a place where the only limit to learning is the reach of your curiosity. This is the promise of the digital revolution in education. Online learning platforms are becoming the new norm, offering flexibility and personalized learning experiences to students around the world. From MOOCs to dedicated learning apps, these platforms are democratizing education, making it accessible to anyone with an internet connection. But it's not just about online courses. Artificial intelligence is stepping into the shoes of the tutor, providing personalized guidance, instant feedback, and adaptive learning paths. AI tutors can identify gaps in a student's understanding, tailoring lessons to fill these gaps and enhance learning. They are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, offering students the opportunity to learn at their own pace and on their own terms. And then there's virtual reality. Imagine being able to walk through the ruins of ancient Rome, explore the depths of the ocean, or even journey to Mars, all from the comfort of your classroom. Virtual reality classrooms are making these experiences possible, creating immersive, interactive learning environments that can bring lessons to life and transform the way we learn. In the face of rapid technological change and increasing job displacement, the importance of lifelong learning cannot be overstated. It's no longer just about getting a degree and securing a job. It's about continually updating skills, adapting to new technologies, and staying relevant in an ever-changing world. So what does this mean for the future of education? It means that learning will become more personalized, more interactive, and more accessible. It means that the classroom will extend beyond the four walls of a school, reaching into the virtual world and even into our homes. It means that the skills we need to succeed in the future will constantly evolve, making lifelong learning not just a choice, but a necessity. In this evolving landscape, the definition of a good education is also bound to change. Despite the challenges and disparities, education remains a powerful tool for personal and societal transformation. It's a cornerstone of human development and prosperity. It's the seed from which the tree of knowledge and wisdom grows, branching out into a myriad of opportunities. Education is so much more than just attending classes and passing exams. It's about nurturing curiosity and sparking the desire for knowledge. It's about empowering individuals to reach their full potential and equipping them with the skills they need to navigate the world. One of the most profound benefits of education is improved health. Knowledge about nutrition, hygiene, and healthcare can lead to healthier lifestyles and longer lifespans. It's a ripple effect that can extend beyond the individual, influencing the health and well-being of entire communities. Education also has the power to boost earning potential. Studies have consistently shown that the higher the level of education, the higher the income. This uplift in economic status can have a profound impact, not just on the individual, but also on their family and their community. Beyond these tangible benefits, education encourages greater political participation. It fosters critical thinking and informed decision-making, vital components of a thriving democracy. It empowers individuals to be active citizens, to make their voices heard, and to advocate for change. But remember, the responsibility of learning doesn't just rest on the shoulders of teachers and schools. We all have a role to play. We can all take control of our own learning journey, seek out knowledge, and embrace lifelong learning. We can all use our education to advocate for reform in our communities to ensure that everyone has access to quality education. Remember, education is not just about schooling. It's about learning, growing, and making a difference. So continue to learn, continue to grow, and continue to make your mark on the world.